You forget to hit the button. Gamers, happy Friday. Good to see you. I'm so glad it's the weekend. Man, how we doing, folks? Welcome to a little Parvimon. Welcome to Parvinator 64 Volume 16. Every graphic on the screen. We're ready to go. This is part 2 of Volume 16. This is a 19-part series of Japanese Nintendo 64 titles. They all came in one eBay lot. I've been working on this one for a while, and or this series. This will only be our second time playing this game. I'm stoked to jump into it. But yeah, Pokemon Stadium Gold and Silver, aka to the rest of the world, Pokemon Stadium 2. That's a twisted tale behind that. And I'm not going to recount the tale. For once in my life, I'm going to step back. Just this one occasion. I'm sure I'll tell it later. But yeah, good to see you guys. What's going on? Man, I don't know if I got our appropriate thumbnail up today. I meant to do that before we started, but I don't think it's... Oh! Sometimes I surprise myself. I forgot I did that. Well, good for me. Guys, we're doing a double header. We're doing a double dose, double shot, whatever you want to call it. Pick your poison. We're playing 2 games, Pocket Monster Stadium, Gold and Silver. Again, the Japanese version of what we call Pokemon Stadium 2. And then we're playing Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I love that game as well. Both of these games... Well, as a kid, I never played Pokemon Stadium 2. This has been, first go-through for me. Digging it so far. We're going to pick up where we left off in the Nintendo Cup. We were halfway through that. Kind of bumbling my way through, thanks to the language barrier. And, I know some of it, but some of those moves can be hard to suss out what it is. And then Star Wars Rogue Squadron. And depending on how we're doing on time, I went ahead and pulled an instruction booklet for Rogue Squadron. I thought we could take our time with that one, slow down a bit. Quick peek at the instruction booklet. The scan, just the font and stuff that was used that didn't come through that great on the scan, but we'll make do with what we got. Should be fun. And then, we'll pick up where we left off in that game. We were on about the 3rd level. So yeah, should be fun. So all 64 tonight. Let's do it. I'm stoked. I got a few hours to play. So yeah. Without further ado, let's jump into Pokemon Stadium. Coming in right at the last fanfare there. All right. Happy Friday, guys. Thanks for joining us. You made it. You're alive. You're breathing. Your week might have been good. It might have not been worth talking about. Might have been a stressful week. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm glad you're hanging. You made it. All right, I think we're looking to continue here. They don't give us any continues on the Nintendo Cup, at least. I don't think we used any. Now, maybe we did get beat once. I don't know. I don't think so. All right, here we go. Working on Battle 5. This cup name is not listed in the, the North American version of this game. Interestingly, that's a different cup names. All right, so who you got? You've got like a shiny Alakazam. Holy shit, awesome. Or Kadabra, I suppose. Okay. Doo 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 doo. This looks to be where it starts to get a little tough, huh? See what we can do. Is our Diglett any good? Yeah, let's give this a shot. See what we can do. So we're having to use these, we're having to use these rental Pokemon, and I think that without the transfer pack and without a Japanese, Gen 2 or Gen 1 game pack to bring all the Pokemon over, to me that stuff was always like that's what these games are for. At least in my opinion, at least the way that I enjoyed them. I didn't own them as a kid. I rented the first one that came to North America, and It was I enjoyed it. I think it was such a trip seeing the Pokemon I'd raised up on the up on my screen, you know. It was a cool way to battle my cousin. Prior to that, we had been using the link cable and stuff, which was super fun. I remember one time oh, let's see. That first attack didn't hit, huh? We're both dark. I don't know what this psychic attack is that we have. I love the animations. I remember one time my cousin and I linking up, and my uncle kind of like, it's funny, he gave us a little shit, or he tried to like, I don't know, he asked us, you guys are hooking the stereo up? Like we had this little portable stereo that one of us had gotten for Christmas. It was just like a little really small, like 2-speaker set, and I remember I remember hooking that up, and we used it during our battle. We're you know, we were getting some stereo sound, getting into it, and our uncle, my uncle came around and was like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? Like, you got the stereo, these speakers hooked up for that?" And it's hell yeah, we do. This is an epic battle, man. Like, you need all these sound effects. Man. All right, we need to switch out because we don't have anything that we can. I mean, I guess he's also they've raised their evasiveness. Maybe at play here too, but I think we have a kind of tight mismatch. It's got a little chain chomp on its butt. I didn't mean to. All right. Yeah, let's switch. I think after that first attack we missed because of let's see. What do we have? Because it used something to, I forget what the move is, but something to raise its evasiveness. Guys, got any plans for the weekend? I'm gonna be seeing a movie tonight, but that's about it. Gonna be a little later show too. Old man Parvinator's got to stay up. Stay awake. All right, what can we do? Are we gonna be able to get a hit in on this thing? I like the buff there. Whatever. All right, let's see. So I think I used, I used Psychokinesis up at the top. Supin, Supoon. Oh yeah, spoon something is like the left C one. I wonder what that is. What the English translation for that is. Hey, what's up, Tux? Welcome. And then reflect at the bottom. Okay, I see what's up. Cool. Probably should have used reflect from the beginning. Something on Kaminari punch. Oh, lightning punch. To cover some interesting other bases there on the right side. We're not going to use that now, but baton pass, huh? How you doing, Tux? Welcome. Happy Friday. Let's go. Yeah, happy Friday, man. All right, Apom is out. We did a little baton pass action. What is Apom's? I don't know what their typing is. I thought maybe they were normal or something. See what we can do. Is that a shadow ball? Wow. Ouch. Oh shit. Okay, that didn't do anything. Did it just miss? Or is it a type? Like, what is Apom? They're fighting, aren't they? Oh, man. Getting lost in the sauce here. Yeah, man. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I was going to play 2 games. I was going to do... I'll be working on this one for a little while, then switching over to some Rogue Squadron. Thanks, man. Yeah. I wish I could get a slice of that pizza. Thanks for coming in. So what, are you eating pizza IRL, or you just joking? Let's see, because if you're eating for real, we got to hear some toppings, you know? What are you putting on that pizza? Damn this thing, man. Is it dark? Does it have that as a typing? I don't know what your type is. Mayoko. Oh wait, that's the name of the trainer. They often use these nicknames too. Let's see, its name is Za. Then there's a dot there, huh? Epom. I know that's like Apom or whatever, but yeah. Za Apom. Pizza for real, nice. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you're having on that pizza. Everybody gets hung up on pineapple. You know, should pineapple go on pizza? I say sure. You know, as long as there's options, because that's the thing. If you're feeding if it's a thing about feeding a lot of groups or a lot of people, then you know, you just got to cover those bases. But yeah, sure, pineapple. Yeah. I think some people on principle say it doesn't belong. You know, but. Again, that's where getting having a nice range of pizzas comes in handy. All right, I got to try to remember what move is what. Okay, I think dig might be the 10 one at the top there. If I knew any Japanese vocabulary, that would help. But let's see. Jishin. This Apom is fast. Apom and Young Jeezy. Everything's missing. I think that this... Oh shit, I think that this is like sand attack. Simple pepperoni, nice. Well, you can't go wrong with something, you know. Something simple. I don't think our Diglett has dig, which is maybe it was that top one we just missed, but he would have at least gone under. Oh, I think the top one might be like earthquake or some shit. Oh, come on, don't even get a chance. That's not good. Crazy top ingredients people put on their pizzas in Brazil. No, I should look it up. What are some common ingredients? What are some of the crazy things? One of the things that's so fun about like foods going to other countries is just like it, you know, it just kind of changed or evolved over time, and sometimes it you know, wherever that food came from or the many places it originated in, you know, it's like unrecognizable to them, and but enjoyed by folks elsewhere. All right, here we go. Damn, I wish something... Okay, yeah, nothing was even hitting against this guy earlier. Doro Bo is like right C. Akutsu is bottom C. I don't know what some of these are. I see Night ahead up at the top, but I've used that one. I don't know what Apom's typing is, but I was surprised that things weren't hitting. Well, that's that. Damn. Glad you're not telling. Yeah. I'd be ashamed. That's funny, Red. It's funny too, because like I'm watching The Sopranos for the first time, going through Sopranos, and it's funny because there's a scene really early on, like one of the first episodes, where a character goes into they go into this like you know, kind of, I think it's supposed to be like a, you know, maybe a Starbucks or some kind of like a kind of trendy modern cafe. And he goes in and he's, after, you know, he's looking up at the menu for a while, and then he's kind of staring off and like staring off at the rack of like where the coffees are, and the little, they've got like you know, the little like French press on display and stuff. And someone comes over and he's just like, man, you know, they stole all this from us, you know, like, oh, cappuccino. He's like, you know, cappuccino, you know, just espresso, like, you know, they stole this stuff from us, and, you know, and he goes on to like steal one of the French presses that's like on display or whatever. But yeah, he's like pissed off that they stole this Italian culture, and like, and then, you know, come on, you know, but they don't serve it right, and they don't know any of the history, and la la la, you know. And it's all, you know, basically like it's all Americanized, white Americanized out, you know. And like, yeah, it's funny, man, because like he ends up still like stealing that French press. And it's also just funny too, because it's like how many, you know, like, I mean, coffee is something that like, yeah, it's funny. It's like, you know, like aspects of like ways of serving, you know, might have been Italian, but like it's also, you know, I mean, come on, like it's not like it was started there. I don't know, like just like so many things, like I don't know. It's kind of funny because like in you know, places, I don't know, in Europe, you can just like have so many different countries kind of having, whether or not any of them invented something, it's like it has been around Eurasia for just like each of them have had their own version for so long that like it really doesn't matter too much, other than for scientific study, you know, trying to like figure out how it spread and stuff. But yeah, it's like, it's so funny, man. They're like, you know, there are those things that or people be like, yeah, we made this, and then you know, there will be like competing claims all over the world for like, no, we were the first to have that, drink that, whatever, you know. That even comes up a little bit later with the inventor of the toilet, I think. Or no, the inventor of the telephone, rather. Tuck said my uncle's from Italia. He hates me. Does he ever come visit? Get a little vacation in Brazil? We lost. Can we save to the cart? Wait. Oh, I see. This is to pull Pokemon from the GB pack, which we don't have. So, all right, let's put them on here. All right, I guess that was it. There was no continues. I'm actually going to back out just because. Yeah, we were doing the Nintendo Cup. There's no continues. These icons here make me wonder. You know, we never deleted the data off of this cartridge, and I'm kind of wondering if we should. Man. Maybe keep it. I mean, I also don't have a Japanese Game Boy. I don't have a Japanese Pokemon Game Boy pack anymore. I used to have one for gold, but. Catch up on your pizza. Oh yeah, he's like don't let don't let anyone else see that, please. Like I don't want to be around you while you're putting ketchup on your pizza, man. I'm ashamed. Jibun no hea. I might go delete the data and just, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I think some of those, you know, they did some of these gym challenges, I'm pretty sure, because these little dots here are already open. So I'm thinking they've at least gotten some progress here on this. Love this like blurry background here. It's very cool. Not enough, yeah. It was dry, man. Have you ever had the like? Have you ever had the like? Any of the ones that are kind of like? I mean, I'm gonna get myself into trouble here because I don't know what's what, but there are some pizzas that are more like the kind of deep dish one where they're in a lot of sauce. Like there's some pizzas that it's just like a ton of tomato sauce on the bottom, and yeah, I don't know. Those don't always do it for me. I think if it came down to the ones that I'm talking about versus doing the thing where you like really try to get a good crisp on the bread and like it's not that many ingredients but they're all good and it's not that much, not that saucy. I'd rather go that route than like it just drowning in sauce, you know. Sitting in a big, you know, tomato pie. I'm not, that's right. Yeah. I'd rather do the ones that are like I see what you mean. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'd rather do like that kind of style that it's just a few ingredients on top. It's not that heavy versus too much sauce, but there's some middle ground, man. Gotta find that middle ground. Oh, this is some class stuff here. This guy, I noticed this guy's name was Giovanni in the Japanese version, and I'm thinking that they used a different name in the North American version. So I'm guessing that means, does that mean Giovanni wasn't the name that they used for the you know, Team Rocket in Japan? Might have used something else, huh? That's rude. It's not a nice one. So we can get a lecture from this guy. We can learn some stuff. This is fun. Tamago ni something egg? Do you hear his voice? Tamago group. Oh, egg group. Egg group ga wo Nashi Pokemon. I can read this out loud, but it doesn't do me any good because other than the loan words, I don't know what the vocab is. So I see, yeah, we're talking egg a couple times, egg group. This is cool that they put all this in here. Also, looks like, can you get quizzed? Is that what I'm seeing here? Maybe the person that had this was a studious little kid, you know, because they seem to have had high marks. Look at this. You got all these badges and shit, or stars on each thing, huh? Does that mean anything? These badges, they got stars and By the way, I wanted to... There was some art that looked really cool. I kept clicking back, but it was that art of little Red sitting at his desk. Where was that? This is cute as hell. This art here. You've got the classroom, and you've got, like, you know, down there, just Red. I'm guessing. So that looks like Red. Hey, what's up, Ichigo? Welcome to class. We're sitting down, we're taking notes, we're hearing both Japanese and Pokemon class simultaneously. Oh god, I think I'm being quizzed. I cannot... Dodo, something about Dodo. I can't read this stuff fast. I saw normal, maybe they're asking about types. Bustaka. I'm failing. Something about eggs. Wish I knew Japanese. Oh, hey! I do! Look at that. Type ni yoto... Always pick, which, you know, they say always pick C, but which C button? There's 4 of them. I saw Spark at the bottom, and that's the one I chose. I don't know why, but we got move types here. I see Kaminari on the left. This is tough. Heyo. Question 10. Denki dama o Helga Saihon. I don't know. These are names, I suppose. Hey! Alright. Oh no. Yikes. I got a 20. This is taking me back to Algebra 2. I think I scored a 24 one semester. That's because I just like, I gave up because I did the math at one point and I realized I would have to make like a 90. I had scored so badly on, we didn't have many tests that counted a whole lot, you know? So if you screwed one up early, it was hard to make it up. And I was going to have to basically have like a very high 90s to like even just pass, you know? So I just gave up. I say no one does that in that class. Like the highest average was like a hovering around a B and an A, you know, like on the edge there. So yeah. What are those? What are those classes? I don't know. Hey, that's what summer school's for, right? Bam. Took it in summer school. That's the only class in high school I ever made less than a C in. Rather, excuse me, the only class, actually less than an A. Yeah, it was the only class I did anything less than, I might have had a high, I don't know. Anyway, I did some, high school was, I felt like if you just took notes during class and you just looked that stuff over, bam, you know. But then again, I went to a small school and, yeah, I feel like we didn't exactly go through the curriculum at a blistering pace. No, good times. All right, what should we play? I don't know what game mode we go to next. When we switch over to Rogue Squadron, I know that's kind of easy. We're blowing stuff up, right? We're saving, we're escorting another rebel mission or something. But with this one, our only option here is the rental Pokemon, and I'm considering maybe deleting the data off this game and just kind of getting a fresh start. But let's see. I wonder where I can do that. With respect, I think I'm gonna possibly event battle on the right. I don't know what that is. Oh, options here. Option. Oh, no worries, Tux. Yeah. Did the rain did the rain come out of nowhere? Quick pop up. I think we might delete the data, you know, and it's always bittersweet because whoever had this game, they did put some time into it. Seems like they cleared all the gems. They hadn't cleared out all the cups, but they done a couple of them, and I'm not as good a player as they are. Sadly, they didn't leave any of their Pokemon on here. I was hoping that they would, but dude, I need to get my lip balm stat. We're gonna delete this save out of respect, I think. And before okay, now that I know how to get here, all right, we're good. But I just want to take one quick peek. Yeah, I feel like he can just take you out of the zone a little bit, Tux. Like yeah, it's hard to pay attention to your surroundings, you know? And then maybe you start doing something that isn't on your headphones, and you're not getting a good you're not having a good time from either way, then, you know, you're not doing well listening to your headphones or having to hear something outside of it, you know. Candle trick. You can use candles instead of the sensor bar, and the Wiimote works just fine. What? Candles? What does this mean, Ichigo? So you're tinkering with your Wii, and you're going to do the candle trick. I guess I'm like, do you just have a candle just sitting there, free? A part of me wants to keep asking, where are you sticking that candle? Provides a light source, so shine it into a candle, which is... That's cool. I believe it. It's reflective enough. So now we need 2 candles. And all right, so the next thing you're going to tell me is there needs to be a drawn in chalk pentagram in between those 2 candles. I know where this is going, dude. You're gaming with birthday candles. Hell yeah. Hey man, whatever it takes. I bet a lot of these sensor bar cords have gotten cut or something otherwise damaged because the cord is long as hell and they just get so caught up in everything if you don't do something to shorten it. You might summon Dracula. That's cool. So yeah, so is it just like reflective enough for it to, you know, process that you're staring at like a, you know, what it needs to be seeing, I guess. That's very cool. All right, what is this gamer done that we're going to be deleting here? There was definitely some progress here on some mini games. I love the art. You know, I gotta say, like, I did think that, I think that there were other games like this, but Pokemon had some pretty good art that I think you didn't see in a lot of other, like, 64 titles. Just having the, like, I mean, kind of manga or anime style, like, person down there talking. I remember that from Pokemon Snap, having a Professor Oak and stuff, and thinking that was kind of also these backgrounds that they're using, blurry though they are, like it kind of adding this you know, this sort of like I was gonna say hyper realism to it, but that's not really quite accurate. But yeah, you get a photorealistic kind of quality to it. Yeah, quasi photorealistic. Don't get hung up on the realistic part there, but yeah, that's cool. You know, I just think like there were definitely other games that did that, but it was interesting because a lot of games would, I think, use renders, you know, as much as possible, throw 3D as much as you can, you know. So you'd see like a lot of models. What was this? This is a free battle, right? Like those cool trainers. Dude, Pokemon. I think that this one here is like pulling them off of your... Oh yeah, this is our school. Yeah, let's delete this. All right, I've been around the block here. We've explored everything. The stadium, though, I do want to show those accomplishments quickly. I see some kind of medal or trophies rather for the Challenge Cup and the Nintendo Cup, which is pretty sick. So, you know, definitely salute those accomplishments there. I don't mean to spit on that, but I think we're going to delete this person's game file. Press B, back out of everything. All right, let's do it. Option. Meow. Okay. Seeing that the little particle fireworks coming off there. It made me think that I just saw a video a couple days ago from Gamer God. Oh shoot. Sometimes when I want to say his name, it's always like tip of my tongue, and I don't know why. But Masahiro Sakurai. And it was about particle effects and like how to, ways in which. Oh, did you see that little guy pop up? We got a Zatu all of a sudden. We had ways in which they had to deal with the limitations of, whatever platform they were using to make fun particle effects, and how common those were in Kirby. And yeah, he was right. It's like from the very first one. That's right. Like, you have all the like star rings popping up, just like a ring of little stars. Talked about how they'll mix it up, and there's the Zatu. So you got to set the controller down for a bit, and then this psychic starts commandeering your game, I guess. It's good stuff. All right, we're going to delete this save now, I think. So, with respect to this gamer here, this game came out in December 14th, year 2000. Almost 24 years ago. Almost 24 years. Right. That's how time works. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Porygon, but not Porygon not lurking in order to come out and give you a seizure, because Porygon never did that in the first place. As we all know, as we've all discussed. Yeah. Just to clear it up for any new folks watching. Yeah. It could have been Porygon Redemption. Not that they needed redemption, but at the very least, a little face saving after over time, ended up taking all the blame for that episode. And with due respect to this gamer who might have purchased this game on December 14th, 2000, 24 years ago, man. At this point, they who is this person? Lived a lot of life since then. 24 years. I like to think that this was a teacher, Worked for a very long time. Actually took a couple years off to take care of his dad towards the end of his dad's life. That was tough, but, this person's kind of a private individual. They're getting over it. They're not getting over it, but they're they've learned to live on and keep pushing through that. Marriage, it's been better, but I mean, what? Like, they've got a kid at this point, like, that kid is shit. How old is that kid? Kid's going into high school. Could be going into high school. Who knows? Anyway, we want to salute this this Japanese gamer here. Keep pushing on. Life is tough. You were pretty good at this game. I wonder if you're still a Pokemaniac. I wonder how you and this game got parted. But after I hit the A button here, this is no longer your game, it's mine. So we salute you. Thank you for your service, and sayonara. Turns out there's one more button to hit. All right, moving on. Here we go. So now that we don't have everything open, it will be interesting to see what kind of gameplay differences there are, or like I want to go here to this castle, see if yeah. So it looked like they had worked through all the gyms here. This could be a fun one to work on. There's the tournaments. I just failed out of the Nintendo Cup, sadly. But the We could try one of those. We could also try some of these gym challenges. I think maybe I might be down for that. We'll have to use the rental Pokemon. Let's do a couple of these battles, and then maybe take a break, and we'll switch over to some Rogue Squadron, possibly. I think I'm keeping... okay, got a few missing, huh? I think I'm going to keep Gengar. Had them in last time. Put you in. Thank you guys for hanging. And happy Friday. Let's see. I also had... Well, it doesn't matter what I had. It's a new ball game here. We're fighting against a bird. We're like in the gym, first gym, and I think they're going to mix it up, but we're fighting against... Or some of their Pokemon may have some surprises, but it's like a bird catcher, huh? What move do you have? Type 1. Denki. Kaminari, okay. I think that's Thunder. What's the Jolteon got? They've got what is that? Dinjo? Dinjo? I'm not quite sure what that is. Dinjo. I can't read it. It's not Japanese practice. All right, let me, what about Electabuzz, actually? Kaminari Punch. Okay, yeah, you've got like a Thunder Punch. I don't love it just having Thunder, this Zapdos here. Maybe a Pikachu or something could be good for us. You guys got any plans for the weekend? What are you getting into? I'll be seeing a movie later tonight. I pace myself because the movie starts kind of late, but then tomorrow I think, yeah, just gonna hang out, chill, watch a little football, enjoy the game room in here. I got everything hooked up, got everything. Took some time to get everything put into this switcher here. So I've got the Famicom 64 and the what else on the 64 and the oh well, I have the and the Wii, that's right, and the Wii all plugged into the S Video, and then I've got the Super Famicom hooked into the new cable as well. I got the SCART RGB SCART cable for that one, and that is looking good, man. Looks really good. So yeah, it's nice having those all plugged in, you know. Can easily change them with that max between those, just one little flip of a switch. Use some of that use some of the that like recoiling, I don't know, it's the stuff that you use, like the cord protectors or like cord binders, you know. Use that to kind of keep the stuff somewhat tidy. It's about as tidy as I can get it. No plans. Waiting for work to resume. Okay. Yeah. Quite a few folks. Yeah. Working on the weekend. Chico said, no big plan. Hanging with the fam. Head to a street festival on Sunday. Oh, cool, man. That'll be fun. Hit up the street festival, huh? Nice. Gonna have a bounce house? Let the kid get tossed around in there. Woo! Get the bounce house. Get the, I hope there's some street corn. All right, man. All right, let's get serious. All right, I'm gonna bring Kadabra in. I liked their moveset. And throw Kadabra in. Bippity, at least with that tournament, they had a decent moveset. I was thinking Diglett didn't really... I think Diglett was struggling. Might want to think about something else. Ton of booths. Very cool. Local game maker. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that'll be fun. I hope you guys have a good time. It's fun to get out too and, you know, walk a bit and... yeah, get some fresh air. Hopefully it's not, you know, starting to cool off and for some of you guys. And it's not 1,000 degrees anymore. It's crazy. Like, it just doesn't get... it doesn't usually get... like, at one point last week, it was around... it was over 100, you know, 102, 103, and, like, it'll get that way in the valley. And, in fact, those days, it was 113, 14, 15 out in places a little further from the coast. But, yeah... that's tough, you know, especially at a place like where a lot of people don't have AC. We've got the one AC out in the living room, but man, some people, especially if you lived closer to the beach, you know, for the most part, you haven't needed your AC that much, but might be firing that thing up a little more often. But yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, hitting up a street fair. Sounds fun. All right. Who do I want? Speak to me, Pokemon. Join my team. Who among you? What are your moves, Pseudo-Widow? Could be nice to have kind of a tank. I don't know what your moves are. Join the team. Lantern, I'm tossing you in as well. Hydro... you have Hydro Pump, huh? Okay. And Spark. Well, little move coverage there. Let's, maybe, could use possibly a grass. Fire. Fire was a need we, missed last time. Dun, dun. Yeah, that's cool. Hope you guys have fun at the festival. I love stuff like that. And yeah, there's a really nice farmers market that shows up around here that actually has, like, you know, decent prices, because you go lots of times and it can be, sometimes there's that, you know, there's a difference between, like, I don't know, like, sometimes they could just be so yuppie-fied that, like, the prices can be insane. Like, you know, well more than, I don't know. Like, there's the extra tax on top of making margins and then making something, you know, it's a good money for yourself. Yeah, it's... this place makes for a really good option for, like, buying some, you know, fresh veggies. And sometimes it's nice to just go there, like, not know really what I want to cook, but sometimes I'll find something, find, like, a weird, you know, cool type of mushroom I haven't cooked or something, or so, you know, something to, like, base a meal. There's, like, a couple of really cool, you know, lots of really good veggie vendors, a couple of good yeah, mushroom, and, you know, like, just different kinds I've just never seen before, you know. And then there's, you know, it's funny, someone was walking around one time and, like, it was, like, trying to sell incense, and we ended up buying, like, one stick. It was like she was letting it go for really cheap, but we bought, like, a stick of incense, a really thick one from this lady. It's just funny because she had said something like, you look like you're, I don't know what it was something really crunchy, like, you look like you're into auras or something like that. I was just like, well, yeah, yeah, not really, you know. All right, I want a fire Pokemon. Give me a fire. I'm walking away. Flareon, what you got? God dang. Well, I guess I really only need the one fire move, but I don't know what that is. Flareon? I might regret that, but... I guess I could just be more specific, too. I could have just gotten the... Yeah, I should have just brought the... Oh, well, here we go. We get our chance now. It's nice to have that team picked out. Maybe it'll automatically be there. All right, let's... This should be easy enough. I'm gonna have to get a break in, sadly. I'm needing a bio break pretty soon, but we'll keep playing this game, and yeah, and then we'll move into some Rogue Squadron at some point. I really want to get to that game. I also pulled an instruction manual for us, so if you guys are down for that, we won't spend too long on it. The text was a little light, but yeah, I've got an instruction manual that I found. We'll hit up a PDF of that. And then jump into the game. We're on about the 3rd level. I played the first couple during, I almost said during class. Yeah, no, during the stream the other day. Yikes. This announcer rocks, huh? This is cool. I wonder how many trainers you go through before you get to the or is this Faulkner? I think we're still fighting some of the like lead up trainers, right? There you go. Got that lightning. I gotta hurry up and kill your last one so I can get out of here and take a break. I love this background too. These arenas, these stadiums. Aw. I hate to kill this thing. You're slow as hell, Magnemite. Magneton? That's such a cute little model. The size differentials are fun to see through Pokemon Stadium too. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Alright. One down. I'm assuming that's not the gym leader, right? Kakeru. And now the gym leader. Gym leader's coming up next, I think. Okay. All right. Let me get that break in, guys. Thanks for chilling. This has been fun. Hey, happy Friday. We're going to keep playing. We'll keep working on this game. Then we'll switch over to some Rogue Squadron at some point. So let's all get a little break in. I'll see you guys back in a bit. BRB. Yo, gamers, good to see you. Ichigo, that absolutely is some vital information for our everyday lives. Thank you for that. That is so cool, man. Gaming with candles. You know, it's funny. I don't know. Like my first thought as I say that is like that sounds like oh, you know, the lights are out, or you know, we talked about gaming with candles a long time ago, many months ago, when we talked about slowing it down a little bit, right? How you know, it's just it's tough because like all of us, sometimes maybe you're rushing things, right? You take things for granted, and sometimes, especially if you have the game, you know, you got to slow down a little bit. Mario Tennis 64, right? Looking at the 60, this was one of the Parvinator 64, one of these mini volumes, and yeah, I mean, take your time, you know. Right? Look at that art. Check it out. Maybe there's kind of some, you know, something sort of printed underneath too. You know, you never know. I'm kind of seeing something now. Never noticed before. Slow it down. Caress the cart. And take your time with it. And yeah, having some candles now, not only is it a good way to maybe set the mood for trying to spice things up in the game room, but yeah, I guess now you can play your Wii. Like those candles, being safe, of course. But what you get up to in that game room, that's it's between y'all. All right. Unless you want to talk about it, you know. We're here in the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge. We kind of talk about it a lot, so yeah. But that is to just say there's no judgment or shame ever, you know. Dual purpose, those candles. Yeah. All right. I went BRB for half a second. One of these days I'll learn to have a smooth transition. You got to set the mood. Yeah. I want to bring that one. That is one video that I'm like, you know, if I could, you know, if you could have those a few things, right? A few things that if someone found you, what would they think, or what would they see? You know, like that guy set in the mood. If I can save a gamer who's really, you know, trying to spice things up in the game room, has had trouble and is getting bored and is maybe thinking of like selling a collection or giving it all up, you know. We can just reach that gamer and it's all worth it. I guess it was just, yeah, I'm seeing, you know, just the one icon there prior to, this is our boss, I suppose, right? Shimurida. Is that the name? Let's see. All right, here we go. So clearly gonna have some lightning options kicking off and gonna cover another base too. All right. Oh man. So, well, I guess one thing I'm learning is a lot of gym leader names are different, huh? In the Japanese versions. Suppose it makes sense. I watched a documentary recently about Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it was by a channel that I think they originally have done a lot of these documentaries in French, and this is their English channel as they get things translated and get the voiceover done and stuff. And it's fun. The voiceover also still includes several French names too. And sometimes they'll give the on-screen correction to whatever, you know, like Lance was one of the names that there was a different name in the French version. I don't remember it, but you know, I thought that was interesting how you know, a lot of the stuff still slips through in the script and oops. Is that a miss? I think I am doing lightning, which is the top C button, Kaminari. And, you know, it misses, so I think... but there could also be typing issues, too, because I am also an idiot, and I don't know some of these Pokemon types. That's not good. Rantan. Okay, yeah, and I have to know their Japanese names too. Unki. I've seen more of the Gen 1 names, although I'm picking from all over actually. I've got a lot of Gen 1 in this. Who's next? You have Hydro Pump. Okay. Please hit. I really like Chincho and Lantern. Those were some of my favorites. And I ended up like keeping my Lantern on my... the couple of times as a kid that I played through Gen 2, I had a Lantern on there. It's just a fun combo. Like, yeah, being a... You know, one of those deep sea fish that, you know... bioluminescent. Let's see. Take him out. Use Spark. That sounds reliable. I've been maining when I'm playing the 64. I've been using this controller I recently repaired, and I'm really digging it. This one, we looked it up. Like it was from that list that I found. I was surprised. Apparently, it was known as like a Mario Kart controller, and I do think I got it from a Japanese wholesaler. But yeah, it's kind of a unique. You know, it's got the gray on the back and black on the front. I think it looks pretty sleek. And I swapped the control stick out with a replacement assembly recently, and overall I really like it. It's yeah, man, it does feel good, and we need to be able to practice some of this stuff, and you know, not just to save money, but also, you know, just to like DIY can be, you know, really satisfying and helpful, and money is enough. I mean, like, you know, be resourceful. It is so easy to... There are so many price tiers when it comes to retro gaming, you know, like, and the more knowledge that you have, and this is coming from a person that doesn't know how to work on these for the most part, but has done some very minor things, and, you know, made it, you know, did things like a 64 cartridge slot swap so we can play, you know, Japanese games as well, and it's easy, you know, stuff that was like lifting something off. Maybe I've never soldered a thing in my life, you know. That's the next thing to learn. But with that being said, you know, like if we're gonna play this stuff, you know, like it can really, you know, try to do some simple repairs, you know, look into it first, you know, practice with you know, maybe things that are cheaper, games that there were a lot of, you know. I want to do a battery swap on some stuff, but I may try to practice it first on a, yeah, maybe a game I care a little less about, you know. And yeah, I want to get some stuff repaired. I need it for Donkey Kong Country 2. But yeah, I don't want to do it to that one. That's the Super Donkey Kong 2 for the Super Famicom. I don't want to. I wouldn't want to screw that up. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys, those of you who are familiar with the Wii, I think I have a common issue I was reading about where I thought it was just a fan worrying, but it may actually be something. There is this one kind of plastic arm arm inside of it that, I don't know, apparently sometimes will bend down a bit and can eventually, like, or, you know, can make contact with, like, a part of the disc, or, you know, if you have a disc in there or something else. But I'm not sure if it's that or the fan, because it's, I don't know, you know, like, I want to open the thing up at some point and at least give it a clean. But apparently you can, it's, a lot of people will open it up and bend this little piece back. Sometimes you can, I think, screw it down, like I think it needs like a, like if things aren't all corroded up in there, that you can, like, it may have a point that you can sort of, you know, kind of get it, you know, secured a little bit easier, so that it's not, you know, bending down into the CD. But apparently that's like, or into the disc. Apparently that's a pretty common thing, but it can do it and not make, you know. Now that I'm saying it, I'm just like, how, but I've been playing this Animal Crossing thing, like, wouldn't at a certain point, I see no damage to the disc visible anywhere, but and I guess I'm like, if it was, if I'm hearing it, wouldn't that, by the amount that I played at this point, wouldn't I see something? But I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna open it up and take a look at that. That's on the agenda too. Curious if anybody's ever dealt with that. I need to throw a rock or something. We've got, I see, I don't even know what these, I see like Shiwa for one of them. And that, what is that? Is that a, it is a brownish. So it's, I say, maybe a rock or ground. I don't know. It means, if Shiwa is what it is, it means wrinkle. Okay, that's not helpful. Pucker. That's what I'm doing right now, trying to figure out what this move is. And the top one's Shiwa, and then Jimin. I think the one on the right might be a rock move, possibly. Anata Horu. Hope we get a chance. Ouch. Dig. Did I finally find dig? Must be. Of course, that's not going to work here. Just information to file away. What was that move? Oh, God. All right. Oh, yeah. Anata Horu. Hole at the end. Okay. Anata Hole you? Hole you? No. Some Japanese help. I'm really liking this Pseudo Widow profile pic here. That's all right. That's great. I hope that this is rock throw. What is this? Come on. I don't know what that move is. Let's see, we have Kairi Riki. I don't know. Monoma. No. Yeah, that's me looking at these moves right now. Trying to get the angle right, yeah. Good old Pseudo Widow. This is perfect too because he's in that BRB, man. Damn. What are the chances? I put him in the BRB. Yeah. I threw him next to me in the BRB. All right. This isn't going to work. This setup is not working for me. I RIP my keyboard tray. Nothing in life has ever done for me what that keyboard tray did, man. I'll just tell you that much. No replacement. All right, let's see. I'm going left C. Yes, I had one. I had one that was built into this desk, and I ended up like leaning on it too hard, and it started falling out. And like at one point, it fell out, and it opened up, or like a part of it kind of came bent a bit, and then all the ball bearings like started just spilling out. And from that point on, I tried to do what I could to like put it together, and you know, it was a fail that was. It was good because it was the kind of fail that every time I screwed up trying to put that thing back together, it resulted in like every ball bearing falling down to the ground over a course of like way too long of a time, and it just being a very like humiliating experience, you know, of even just I'm by myself, you know, it's by myself in the room, me versus this keyboard tray. Got a bunch of ball bearings and a slightly kind of bent. I'm trying to bend it back into. I'm trying to get it right into place, you know. But the sides of it, you know, it's not guiding into the tray or into the slot like it should be. So I think I got to the third one and I just raged out. I was like, that's enough. That's it. I took what I had. I grabbed the assembly I had and a couple of ball bearings that I caught, you know, and then walked it over to the trash. And so there's no walking, you know, at that point, it's like, I'm not getting it out. And at that point, it's just cleaning up the rest of the ball bearings that were all over the room. And, you know, oh, yeah, it was a fun time. Stressful. But yeah, instead I'm using I've got like this little tray, kind of like a, I don't know, hospital kind of tray thing. You can raise it up, tilt the top part, and it's open underneath it, you know, so just like the tray kind of comes off the side, L-shaped. Yeah, it's not the best setup. Speaking of which, do I have any more Pokemon? I think we're out. Yeah, okay, well. I'm gonna try that again. It's just flying, so everything's gonna miss. Bam, you just flew right into a pseudo Woodo. It's gotta hurt. God damn it. At least I'm gonna dig out of the way. This sucks. I need some moves that are worth a damn. All right, the battle of attrition. It's gonna fly every time, huh? Come on, get him. What is that move? And I guess it's not working because I'm dealing with the flying Pokemon, but I thought one of these was... Yeah. Maybe that's a ground one. And the other one's... What is Dig? I thought Dig was a ground move. Oh, geez Louise. I think I can't do any damage here. What is that? Jesus. I don't have a single move I can use against this guy. Wow, this is tough. Wow. And I've used this bottom C one, right? What was that? Remind me? Damn. What is that move? Would have been nice to have used. I tried it once, though. I don't know. Maybe it had missed because he was flying. Oh, God. Still alive. Wow. That's the move I should have been using. Damn. I missed it. Darn. What is that? It's a normal move, but it looks like rock throw or something. Well, shit. That's that's the secret right there. Knowing what moves I'm using. Yeah. Might be. Pseudo Woodo, I'm sorry that I don't think I ever misaligned you. I think it was another Pokemon, but yeah, you're pretty cool. I wish I would have used that move again. Maybe I didn't clock at the time that I'd used it, or maybe I'd used it earlier in the fight, but I don't know. It could have happened while it was flying. Alright, let's try it again. One more time. Yeah. Same team. Alright, I'll try to make quick work of this guy. Bum, 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 bum. I've man, music-wise, I keep getting on a Dragon Quest kick. Okay, I keep the kick rolling. I was listening to the Game Boy Color version of Dragon Quest 3, and the Game Boy Color remake, it came out, you know, like significantly later than the one for Super Famicom. That was 96. One for Game Boy Color is 2001, and I really like the GBC. I think it the best soundtracks, or you know, some of the better and best soundtracks on the Game Boy Color, I think, are up there with any other, you know, platform for me, any other console. You know, it's like, it's when it's done right, it's done really, really well, you know. There's a lot of great examples, and they did it great. Honestly, I was more accustomed to hearing the Super Famicom remake version and the original Famicom and NES soundtrack, but like that was kind of blown away by what they pulled off with the Game Boy Color soundtrack. Very nice. And compared, compared to its original Famicom game, whoa, like, crazy. Like when you think about it like that, and it just being on the Game Boy Color. Damn. And I really want to play DQ3, maybe in advance of the, the release of the 2D HD remake or whatever. I ended up watching a little bit more a couple weeks ago. I watched like a little bit of a I think it was something IGN put out, and they were just playing it for a bit, and I didn't want to see too much, but I watched for 5-10 minutes, started to like what I see, and I was like, okay, this could be fun. It's I don't know if I'll get it when it comes out, but we'll see. Honestly, I do expect them to get it right. They've spent a really long time on the game, which, I know that doesn't mean a whole lot, but a lot of Dragon Quest games come out pretty well baked, it's a series that has, no issue, like, taking a little bit longer to polish something up and finish it, at least these days. And, I don't think that happened with Dragon Quest 2, which was crunched, and they really screwed up the ending apparently with just the difficulty spiking to like a really intense level towards the end. It was unintended due to it being, I guess, miscoded or oh yeah, it happens. I don't know. I'm excited though. I want to play a version of it sometime. We were working on the Super Famicom version, and I may be able to get my save file back. I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can do. So this isn't working, obviously. Bum, bum, bum. Or do I just keep missing? I need to learn the prompts, really. Jeez. Oh, it's reflect? Do they have or something? Speed Star. What is that? Oh, is that Swift? What is Speed Star? I don't know some of these names. Yeah, that must be it, Swift. It's sad too that that file, we were playing it on the Retron 5, and I had quite a few hours on it. It included a lot of garbage time of just testing something out, for the stream and having the game on. But I think I don't know. I'm hoping I can revive it, and I'll play a lot of it off screen. But if I do get that save file going, I'll stream some of it, because we put a lot of progress into that, and I get it rolling again. I'd love to show it off. We just got to do it something that really helps us explore. So, I think it was just getting good. Get him. Should win the day here. Of course, this is just the first trainer. Come on. What does that mean, look? Very cool sound effects for it. This game is a, you know, it's a fairly late stage 64 game, you know, coming in 2000. December of 2000 for Japan, 2001 for North America, late March. Lining them up, shooting them down. All right, next up, Gym Leader. Let's go. Let's fight. Reader. All right, here we go. Wonder if we'll see the same pokes. Bum 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 ba dum. Wait, take that one back. Ew. Okay, let's go. All right, let's do it. Right back in. Man, I gotta get some new glasses sometime. These just keep sliding down my face, and I kind of have to, like, if I don't want them to just go all the way down, you know, which is its own thing, you know, no. I don't know, man. I've already got one spot I've worn out from just, you know, glasses being on your face all day. Yeah, it can be a stylistic thing having it down, but I would prefer to see things most of the time. Anybody had glasses? I don't know, man. Yeah. I may, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about DDR. Oh, that was bad back in the day. Yeah. I was wearing contacts more often at that time. I remember learning, like, yeah, I've got to, oh man, I got to come back with contacts. I haven't worn them in many years. I really don't want to at this point. They're just uncomfortable, and my eyes already, because of allergies, they already stay dried out, you know. So it sucks, that feeling of having a contact that dries out in your eye. And yeah, I've thought about doing, you know, LASIK or whatever, some kind of correction, saving up for it. I don't know. Yeah, I know a lot of people end up still needing, you know, glasses, or at least, you know. I know someone told me they enjoyed it a lot, but yeah, they, I don't know. It's funny because I hear people say, like, oh, it, at first I was hearing people say, like, you'll pretty much have to also wear glasses, not just reading glasses, but, you know, potentially some kind of bifocals, or, you know, for both. But yeah, I don't know. It's, some people seem to like what they got. I haven't talked to enough folks. A lot of people say that you don't, like, you wouldn't need reading glasses like any sooner than you would otherwise, or something that, or that, you know, your eyes do still get old and deteriorate in that way, you know. Oh yeah. They may stay drier after that, huh? After the surgery. Yeah. Let's see. That's right, Gengar in 3rd place. All right. I got one we can use. Ew. Oh shit, is this Dig? I didn't mean to use Dig. Here we are again. One thing with my glasses that cracks me up though is that there are days that I won't think to clean them, and I don't realize that they're dirty necessarily, or right away, or they can be not so much like dirty as much as maybe in a couple spots there has been some, you know, like it's had a bit of the kind of sheen or smear that just kind of like, I don't know, it just distorts things a tiny bit. And it's funny because I'll be walking around all day and just be like, oh, I don't just feel like foggy headed and like I just can't get it together, you know. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh wow, like okay, yeah, my glasses are dirty, like I need to. That'll make a difference, you know. Right, yeah. Might I'm trying to think if I can't remember if my mom got it or not. I'm thinking she might have. It's a long time ago. I remember in high school this channel would it was like one of the, I think it was often the like a, you know, TV guide channel, you know, or would show you the listings or whatever, and it wasn't the like a branded TV guide one, but it was like the local cable companies, you know, one, and like they would show this advertisement for this LASIK place, and they would show both, and I remember seeing the like knife operation ones, and then like later the laser, they would like show those. Yeah. So yeah. Hard to watch, you know, especially if you're like just trying to see what's on, you know, like, oh man, you're looking and there's kind of a gruesome scene on the screen, you know, it's all right. I mean, come on, right? They're bodies, right? They're weird, they're strange. But yeah, look, like, yeah, just seeing like someone lifting up, you know, something in the eye, like having a flap that's lifted open and like being like, oh, you know. Yeah, oh. All right, Delibird, you're still flying, aren't you? To avoid, like, even though you're grounded like this, I think you still avoid things I want to do to you. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I would definitely be doing a lot of research before I did it, because, you know, in any surgery, yeah, you want to take seriously and make sure you know what's up. And have, you know, talk to people who know what's up. Since, yeah, throw that in as well, because we're not always experts in everything, but we can certainly educate ourselves to a point, and sometimes that involves also, like, yeah, learning to defer. Let's hit this thing. I think Delibird here, I think we're gonna have another issue with Let's see. Come on. Let's get some damage. Let's get past this deli bird. Love the announcing. I remember I did see some footage of Pseudo Widow. It was later, I believe, and I remember like not knowing that it was as active in the games that have these animations like this. Like I just didn't know if I always saw it as being so quick and so active, you know. But I didn't watch the anime at, you know, when it got to Pseudo Widow, I don't think, or I'm watching it sparingly at that point. I don't remember it. It would have been like during its original run. All right. Well, I guess that's working, so keep trying it. What you at, Ichiko? Prescription-wise. We'll get that data out there. I think I'm like, you know, it's been a little while, but I think it was minus 6.25, and I think at one point I've had like both eyes being a little bit of a variation, or, you know, 6.25, 6.5, yeah, something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it too, you know. Having glasses, I'm not really confronted with my prescription is awesome, but yeah, man, it's tough. No, there's it's 675 and like I think, yeah, I'm at 6.7. I don't know. It's funny, now that I think about it, I just, since I'm not seeing I haven't seen the contact box in years, and my prescription hasn't changed quite that much, a little bit, but yeah. I think it was around like 675 and something like that. I remember playing basketball without the glasses because they ended up getting me some glasses, but like they were all curved. I hated the sports goggles that I was given, you know, and like yeah, I just remember, you know, like I can see people, but I'm not seeing hardly any details. So it's like, you know, I just see I'm seeing the action unfold, but I'm certainly not. None of the Riz is coming through, you know. And I'm going to blame that on why I only made one basket the whole year. And when I did it, all the kids cheered. Like I don't know, like it was like I don't know. I just hopped up out of a wheelchair and then gotten that shot or something, you know, like I appreciate it, but it was like it was a basket, guys, like, you know, and it was like, finally got. I've been trying to get them for a long time. I don't know. It felt unearned, the celebration that I got. I thought, but maybe that's something to think about, you know. How bad I was. I was a defensive mastermind, you know, nasty on defense. Get in there, take the ball away, you know. Run into your pass, maybe not intercept it, or you know, like or steal it, but like kind of get my body into it, you know. Accidentally, possibly. All right, you know what, I don't know if I want to. Let's see, how long are we into this? I forget. This would be a cool thing to come back to at some point. You know, I think for me, a little bit of the fun is lessened some having to use the rental Pokemon. And I don't know much, but something I read made me think that maybe this game's rental Pokemon, that whole setup is like a little more difficult than some of the previous Stadium games, but I don't know. I don't know enough about these games, having never owned them. But yeah, this is first time playing this one too, yesterday. So we deleted the save data. I think this could be cool to come back to, finishing these gym battles. And maybe something you could pull off with the rentals, I bet. But I have to admit, this is something I was starting to say earlier, and I was talking to my partner about it. But like, I think with this game, yeah, to me the draw, big time, was the transfer pack, bringing your Pokemon over and seeing the Pokemon you raised up on the screen, maybe fighting your buddies who did the same thing. That was what was so cool about it. The rental stuff, I was always like a little iffy about. The mini games could be fun, but they are quite fun, actually. Some good multiplayer. And the fun mini games in the previous Pokemon Stadium game too. Yeah, I'll say that's a big plus for this game. Those games are fun. But if it comes to Pokemon, I just think, like, rather than doing like rental, kind of tournament battles or things like this, I would rather just, like, play one of the main storyline games. I think, just get that going, get the full RPG experience. The battling, I always enjoyed, and that is depending on, I guess, how your POV on Pokemon. Is it about catching or battling, but yeah, the RPG, playing the mainline games, they of course balance that stuff, and or try to. I just get a bit bored with the playing these rental Pokemon. Yeah. Now that I think, it's not totally fair either, because that does add more options to play probably than the Pokemon you would bring in, from your game to. But yeah, it just is what it is. I didn't own this game, so. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. All right. I'll keep coming back to this one. Maybe we get a little break in, and when we get back, I say we possibly play a little bit of Rogue Squadron. What do you guys think? We can switch over, get a little Rogue Squadron in. This is the double dose, 2 games in one night. I really like this game. Let me show you guys. All the carts up there. It's in the 64. It's all good. I won't go for it now, but I'll get some stuff switched over. We'll pop the game over and rental Pokemon. It does sound insulting, doesn't it? Hey, maybe a part of me is stepping on eggshells, because I know that there is like a pretty sizable community that likes speedrunning those tourneys, those tournaments, and the gym challenge and stuff. Those are also like, thanks to Nintendo Switch Online, there's actually quite a few people that will stream their their Pokemon Stadium matches using those rental Pokemon. That's fun. I've seen some tournaments from that were like Spanish language. It's fun. I've been trying to connect with a couple other folks who, especially like kind of on the archive side, like someone that has been putting out a lot of the episodes of Nintendo Mania and other stuff like that. And yeah, just trying to. It's fun. There's a whole other, that's the thing about language, man. So many worlds that I may not have access to if I don't know how to search for them, or how to know the language, or how to properly use translation tools. Whole other world out there. Video gamers, their media. Good stuff. All right. Let's have a good cry. Let's go BRB. When we get back, we'll play a little Rogue Squadron. So let's do that. I'll switch the game over. I'll see you guys back. Give me a few minutes. BRB.